Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, surprise surprise, so am I. This is sort of my debut into the journaling planning community. Although I'm not new to journaling and planning, I am new to sharing the stuff that I'm exploring and that I'm doing with the internet and the social media world. So I thought I'd start by going over the different planners and journals that I'm using for 2023. So as you can see, a lot of you already know this book. This is the Hobonichi Weeks Mega. So last year for 2022, I did attempt to use the Hobonichi Techo Cousin, and unfortunately I did not complete the book, so this would be a lot fatter. For those of you who know and who plan, I don't know, I like low pressure situations, right? So when it comes to journaling, I like not having to feel the guilt if I miss a day. And unfortunately, when I got back from a trip to the UK, I missed a lot of days. So it was kind of hard to get back in, and I would fill some things out every now and then when it would happen, but I just got too busy and felt too guilty, basically. I did have a cover for this, but I've since taken it off. But yeah, so this was sort of an attempt at the cousin, and I moved into the Hobonichi Weeks Mega earlier this month, and honestly, I gotta say, I'm really loving it. There's just something about, like, I like this profile. I like the way that it feels, and it just feels good. And I'm still kind of getting used to writing a little bit smaller. I do like to take up room, but again, I have a system of books and journals that I'm planning on using this year, so I have something for more space. So I'm combining the Weeks Mega with a Hobonichi Techo Day Free, which I'm loving so far. It's great to have something to sort of keep my events and tasks sort of in line here in this book, and then something a little freer, less pressure in a day free. Again, I'm pretty new to planning and sort of utilizing the Hobonichi sort of layout system. I'm a graphic designer in addition to being an artist, so I just absolutely appreciate and love Hobonichi's design when it comes to planning and organizing. And like most people, I'm really in love with Tomoe paper. So as you can see, I filled out December, planned some stuff in there, kind of got used to this monthly system, the space, how much I could write, how small I had to write, what kind of coloring system I'm going to be using, if any. This is January, still filling things out as I go, and basically I'm just kind of marking, I do a lot of the pre-planning here, and marking a lot of important days as far as like shows are concerned, events where I vend artwork, and kind of writing the biggest sort of goals to accomplish for the month down here at the bottom. And as far as the weeklies go, I won't do a complete flip through just yet. I kind of want to get through the month and get a rhythm, see how I feel. But I've landed here, and that's after sort of some exploring and attempts these past couple of weeks in December. I've landed here where I'm utilizing the dots to create that line division for 1/3 of the space here on the right, reserved for doodles. So sort of like a daily doodle kind of that encompasses the thing that's happened for the day. I want to bring that on and continue here. I like the way that it feels, and I like being able to look at these spreads and kind of see an organized thought pattern insofar as organizing events and tasks, and then some sort of tracker here on the right. But again, my eye is looking for something handmade that I created that's visual, and not just like washi tape or stickers. So I think including this sort of doodle aspect is gonna help me with that. This is all over the place, so please excuse the mess. But yeah, I still obviously have some things to check off for today. It's a little late in the day, but I just got my stand, which is holding this phone up here. So I'm really excited to get into this. But yeah, this is right now what I'm working with as far as a planner, and it's turning out pretty cool, I think. There's so many resources and videos on YouTube that are just amazing and beautiful, and I don't think that this journal or this planner is going to look like that. But hey, they're all supposed to be different depending on who you are as a person, right? So I'm looking forward to how collecting those ideas and inspirations and then sort of utilizing them in my own way and kind of creating my own spin on it, how that's going to turn out. So I think once I hit the end of January, I'll do a more thorough flip through of a novice sort of Hobonichi Techo planner user. Techo planner, that's a bit redundant. So yeah, I have a tab here at the bottom that kind of brings me really quickly to the notes section. And that's the blank pages in the back of the weeks. And if you have the Mega, you've got like 217 pages of blank stuff. So I know, and I did this in my cousin. The back page is sort of miscellaneous notes and swatches. But this is my 2022 greatest hits, which I call my gratitudes and affirmations. So things that I was grateful for in 2022 and things I'm affirming about 2022 that I want to carry into the new year. A section for my dreams, and these are sort of like your high level, sort of out there dreams that who knows could come true. And then a focus, and then goals. And again, I'm super new to the journaling planning community online, at least. I've been keeping books for years, and one of these days I'm going to go through all those books and show you guys the collection. But for now, I'm kind of testing and experimenting what layouts and what trackers work for me. So I'm starting out with something really simple, and that's just an art show tracker, an art show and an art event, gallery shows, vending events, and then kind of marking those days here throughout the month, what the show is called, and then any sales that I make to see, if this art career choice was a viable choice. And then places we ate. So my boyfriend and I like to eat out a lot, which, could get kind of pricey. So I want to start tracking these places and, what we ordered, if we liked it, and for sure the cost and how much we're spending. And for now, that's it. If any of you out there are creatives, pretty much the entire journaling community and planning community, from what I've seen so far on the YouTubes, you guys are all creative. But if any of you are specifically artists or designers, please leave a comment below and let me know how you organize your planners, your Hobonichi Techos, and what kind of books you're using for the year. What system do you guys have? I'm super curious, and I would love some help and some suggestions. Again, I'm not going to do a super thorough flip through of this. Maybe sometime at the end of January I will, but for now, this is where I am with the planner. In addition to this weeks, I'm also utilizing a day free, and I wanted to do that specifically because of the A5 size. That's what I loved so much about the Cousin, is this is a great size for me. But again, I wanted something low pressure, guilt free. And again, this guilt is just sort of self-brought, right? Which is why I got the Techo, the day free, because, it's blank. It's just blank, and it's lovely, and I love it. And there's no dates, so again, low pressure. For example, I started the first page of the spread this morning, with just some brainstorming about a winter sticker pack I'm working on, and just some very simple ideas that I'll eventually probably bring over into Procreate and start to digitize in the next couple of days. So look out for that. But again, I think it's just, I love the Tomoe paper, Tomoe River paper, and it's this beautiful size, I think, for the day free. So it's nice to have this familiarity from the Cousin that I was using in 2022, but also less pressure, more freedom. So this is a companion to this guy because, as much as I love the profile of this guy, the size is a little tough for me because I like to write big. So having to fill in the spaces here has proven to be not a challenge. I mean, if it is a challenge, it's a challenge that I'm relishing, because I haven't written this small in a long time. In fact, I haven't really written much in a while, so it's good to get back into the flow of my writing, which is becoming inconsistent in this book, but who knows, maybe I'll have something more consistent by the end of the year. So yeah, this is going to be fun to do a lot of thumbnailing and brainstorming, and for anything from my sticker ideas to larger pieces. As an artist, I'm an abstract surrealist. I paint, I draw, I like using lots of different media. So it's going to be interesting to get this book sort of filled with those ideas. And this is a cover that I made myself. This was actually the first cover that I made for my Cousin last year, before I purchased a cover on Cover. And I just measured it. I measured the book, and I took a postal service envelope, priority mail envelope, and put some stickers on it. Just stickers from things that I created, like this, and stickers from just different friends in San Diego. So these two planners, new purchases from Hobonichi. We got the weeks, and then we got the day free. And in addition to that, I'm also using this journal, which is going to be primarily for writing. Now, this journal I won at an auction at the Y conference many years ago when I was still at the Art Institute. And unfortunately, I don't think this company is around any longer. They were called Plum Goods, and they had really amazing books and journals where they partnered with various artists to adorn their books. For example, this is a photographer, I believe. Yes, Ed Paynar. And his photography is on the cover and the back cover, and there are just various pages inside that have his photography sort of punctuating the book as you go along. So this journal is lined, which is interesting for me. I don't normally like to use lined journals anymore. I like either blank or dotted grids. But I decided to make this journal the journal that I use for just writing. So far I started it like a little after Christmas. This is a Christmas entry, but I'm using it just to journal, to track my dreams. I wake up in the morning and before I could do anything else, I try to write down what I dreamt about to see how much I can remember. I feel somehow that that's going to help me down the line visually for some reason with my artwork. So I'm trusting that instinct, and I'm going to see how long I could go this year doing that. and then some written brainstorming, not any visual stuff. I want to keep sort of the visual and the written ideas separate this year, so that I can have places where I can go to if I want to see something visually that I drew or thumbnailed the day free, or read what my thoughts were. And I want to have that separation this year, because I feel like last year I put everything in every book, and you guys probably know this. It just gets a little messy and it's not very organized, and I want to focus on being balanced this year. So again, this is just my journal, a diary of sorts, dreams, brainstorming, ideas, things that happen through the day. The colors don't really signify anything. I bought 2 new pens, the Sarasa, the vintage colors, the Sarasa Clip. I got one in like a forest green and like a sort of a caramel brown or a dark mustard. And I also purchased a Lamy Safari a couple of days ago, and I actually got one in the UK a long time ago, but I lost it during the pandemic. So I finally replaced it this year because I wanted to add to my growing fountain pen collection. And today's Monday, and I finished journaling today. And I got my stand tonight, so I really wanted to record a video and test it out. But that's kind of it as far as the planners and the journals go. I do have something to travel with, which is my traveler's notebooks. Bought a few many years ago, and I've taken them around different places, various trips, and I bought some new inserts for the original traveler's notebook, and I have one in a passport size too, which is the original Midori. Actually, this is not the original. This was purchased on Amazon. And there's some new inserts in there, which are the watercolor insert. I got a letter pad, and I also have a sketchbook. And this Midori Traveler's Notebook is one that I bought in the UK, and you can see I kind of filled it with lots of sketchbooks, journaling, but I can do a flip through of that at a later time. But this is really the main system that I'm using for 2023. So, hopefully I get to organize my thoughts better and cultivate some better habits. One more book. Let's see. This guy right here. This is just a random book. I believe the brand says Royal... I can't read that. Royal Lang? Something. I got it at Walmart, guys. So, this is a stamp that I created with Sticker Mule. Just put it on the cover to sort of mark it from the other black books that I own. But it's really pocket size. And the paper is really good. I like how thick the paper is. So I'm using my fountain pens for a daily art project. So I used to do a lot of daily art projects where I would just do one art piece a day, and at the end of the year I'd have 365 pieces. So I miss doing that, and I miss doing it in a book where I can review at the end of the year. So I started that again this year, and it's called Buhol Buhol, which means tangled or knots in Tagalog and Filipino. And it being January 2nd, there are only 2 pieces in here so far. So this is the first one, and this is the second one that I did today. So you can also follow along here on my Instagram with this guy. And honestly, I'm going to reserve all the journaling, the planning, and that type of content for YouTube. And I don't think I'll make a separate Instagram for it, because I have an art Instagram now, just TJ Santa Ana, and that's just filled with all the art that I'm doing, basically all the work that I have. But I think YouTube is going to be the spot for these guys, because it's a great resource, and I'm sure Instagram is as well. But I think that all the videos that I've been watching these past few months on journaling and planning have been just really a lot on YouTube. longer form, obviously. So I think that's what I'll do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the system for 2023. And again, this is TJ Santa Ana, very new to the community, saying hello and goodbye. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you like this video and subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more to talk about and a lot of journals to go through. So if you have any suggestions, again, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will see you next time. Thanks.